It's Knockouts Unlimited. We're back one more time. I want to tell you, I got Josh Burns over here. Josh, let me shake the hand first. But before we get started, it's Blue Planet Media Group, BPMG. I'm your host, Roland Gomez. The team is all here, and we're about to bring you some late-breaking information. I'm talking pros. I'm talking amateur. Josh, tell me what's going on.
Just got some late news, Roland. Good news, that is. Tony Mack will be joining the team. So later, we will do a segment with Tony and get his input. 1-1 as a professional boxer, 8 knockouts. So we have some talent coming here. An added addition, that would be nice.
I'm going to tell you, fight fans, Tony's going to bring a great addition. As Josh has already said, he brings an insight to boxing that only people who crawl in the ring have that insight. It's just like you, Josh. You bring a tremendous amount of information. But he was the National Black Gloves champion as an amateur. And as an amateur, I got to tell you right now, Josh, he brought the ring down. Making his professional debut and even climbing, like you said, to the Texas Super Middleweight Championship. He's nothing but an addition to our crew.
Yes, he is, and he's a guy that packs a lot of power.
Well, I want to tell you, fight fans, you stay tuned as Knockouts Unlimited brings you back also some great fights just happened and are going to happen today. As you can see, I'm already wearing the proud patch of a USA boxing official. But as we come back, it's going to be Knockouts Unlimited, bringing you the punch of information that is transpiring in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You stay tuned as we come back after a word.
This is Unique.
This is Sabrina.
This is Anna.
And you're watching Knockouts Unlimited.
Welcome back to our house. It's Knockouts Unlimited. I put my arm around this man because we're going to bring you some late-breaking information that I've just told you. I've got to tell you right now, I'm just too excited right now. I'm about to go to the fights right now.
Yes.
But let's talk about what's happening right now. It is a spring break, premier spring break tournament that's happening right now in Fort Worth, Texas. They had 22 bouts yesterday. But tell me something about Ricky Sanchez and what Premier Boxing does for amateur boxing.
Ricky Sanchez and the Premier Boxing team, they do a lot of shows. They do 2 shows a year, though. 2 big shows a year, spring and fall, which is very outstanding for that gym and that production.
Yes, sir.
They do very good shows. You can go there and expect fireworks. Fireworks. And putting them on this show, getting the broadcast out there of the fighters, knockout explosion there. So we're looking for a knockout explosion.
That's what I'm saying right now. Stan's going to be making his way over there trying to catch some footage today, and it's going to be unlimited knockouts. It's going to be knockouts unlimited. How about that? Just bring him. But you know what? I've got to also tell you this. He is able to bring in people from as far as South Dakota. I mean, golly, New Mexico. Ricky, I've got to tell you, you are I will say a soldier for boxing. But you know, with that, we're going to have about 20 bouts today. It's going to be all championships. So I'm going to be out there. But you know what? Last night, something happened.
Yeah,
something
what's
happened.
That, Roland?
Triple G.
Yes, sir.
Took it on with a man by the name of, I'll call him Mr. Jacobs, Danny Jacobs.
Yes.
Tell me, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to get the big camera right now because there are decisions out there that can go either way. That always holds in the mind and the eye of the beholder. Tell me how you saw the fight last night between Triple G and Mr. Jacobs.
I saw it as a highly competitive fight, but I would have to give it a draw. If I'm scoring it, I would have given it a draw. I had Jacobs winning the majority of rounds, 7-5, but because of the 2-point round,
sure,
because of the knockdown, it would have made it a draw. Boxing is very subjective. Boxing is a thing you look at from different angles. You got 3 judges scoring it. It's up to your subjective opinion. You know, your view of the fight, what you like. So a lot of times we condemn judges, which I'm not saying they're not to be condemned. They should have their decisions to outright question, but they do make mistakes. Last night could have gone either way, depending on where you were looking at it from the fight. So it was a good fight though. That's all that matters. It was a good fight. It was good for boxing. The only thing is the decision. We don't need decisions like that going to the judges' scorecards and having a controversy.
Well, you know what, Josh? You made a good point about that knockdown. I am a USA Boxing amateur judge, and here's the thing that I don't have the privy to as far as a 2-point round or an 8-point round, which is a 2-point difference. I'm sorry, I'm getting excited here. At the 10-8. Take for instance, a knockdown is going to be a 10-8 round for the person who actually delivered the knockdown, right?
Yes.
Here's always been my question. All of a sudden, the next round, we have a very, very close round. I've been a judge under this scenario. Golly, who won that round? It's actually a flip of the coin, and if I can just say it figuratively, but you have to pick a winner. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you knock me down, and then I could have won that next round, or I could have lost that next round, that's a 3-point edge in 2 rounds. That means I've got to win the next 4 rounds. If it's a 10-9 round, I've got to win those. So a knockdown, as a professional, give me your take. That's huge, isn't it?
Yes, as a professional, a knockdown is very huge. The thing is, you have to keep a mental count of what's going on in the fight. So if you go down, you have to get those points back. You need to be on your A game at that point. And it's all about adjusting. It's all about making the proper adjustments that you can make in order to come back on the scorecards. Now, he suffered a knockdown, but Danny Jacobs did a good job coming back.
Coming back up.
He did a good job at adjusting. He did a good job at moving. I don't think Triple G did as much as he could to win that fight. I know he was a champion. He was the one they were fighting the belts for, but I think Daniel Jacobs did enough to show the world that he's a top guy at middleweight.
Well, you know what? It was a display of knockout artist. It was Triple G coming in at 36-0, and if I remember correctly, I think he had a 23 streak knockout that was halted.
Together, Roland, they had a 35 streak knockout streak.
Well,
so together, they were knockout artists. All wins but 3 on each side were by knockouts. So they both were big punchers. And I think Triple G showed Daniel Jacobs a little too much respect in that aspect. I think Jacobs caught his attention early. But he did a lot of subtle things, Danny Jacobs did. He did a lot of subtle things. Going to the body early, touching the middle of that body. That middle of the solar plex, they aren't knockout blows with body shots, but they take a lot out of you. And at the end of the fight, you saw Triple G starting to lose some steam there. So those body shots did take some stamina from him.
Well, it was RESPECT. That sometimes people don't understand. When that steps in the ring, it changes the tide. But it's respect that you earn as a fighter that puts your game back into control. So nothing taken away from anybody. That's what it is. RESPECT, respect. And that is what we saw.
Yes,
that Triple G was holding back because he knew what was waiting for him if he went in there.
Yes, he showed a lot of respect. They both showed each other respect. Rightfully so, because they both are big punchers.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Josh, you've heard our comments, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard this professional. I could have gone with Danny Jacobs on the win there. The last 3 rounds, I'm going to tell you, I think he took them all. I wasn't the judge, but it is BPMG. It's none other than Josh Burns, staying in the crew, coming back. It's Roland Gomez. We always love giving the information. And thank you, HBO, for bringing us the action of Triple G and Danny Jacobs. We're on our way right now to go visit our latest edition, Tony Mack. Don't forget also, it's going to be Knockouts Unlimited, unleashing an apparel that is second to none.
T-shirts and hoodies.
Don't forget, wear your pride of boxing and show Knockouts Unlimited, the leader in the information. Stay tuned as we make our appearance with Tony Mack.
Hi, I'm Tony Mack, one of the new hosts of Knockout Unlimited. A little bit about my boxing background. I was a 5-time Dallas Golden Glove champion, Texas State Golden Glove champion, also on the USA national boxing team, ranked number 3 in the nation. I fought against Great Britain, Ukraine, Mexico City, so on and so on. And as a professional, I was 13-1-1 and also the Texas Super Middleweight champion. So what we're gonna do is get inside the ring and do a little boxing demonstration on the Golovkin fight and Daniel Jacob fight, and also Chocolatito. So we're going into the ring. All right, let's talk about Chocolatito fight. He started out really good, but then he got dropped. The guy he was fighting dropped him with a body shot. It was really in the heart, right there. Right there, he caught him. Chocolatito squared up, he hit him right in the heart and he dropped him. Okay, and so that what lost Chocolatito the fight, because he finished the fight super strong, but that first round knockdown is what got him, what made him lose the fight. And so I think his opponent was a great guy. He came in, prepared, he came in ready to take the win, and that's what he did. All right, and so that's what I think about Chocolatito fight. I think that he did a great job at the end of the fight, but you know, the guy came out strong. He was strong-willed. He wasn't giving up for nothing. The guy ate in the trash can. He was eating out the trash can his whole career, so he was a strong-willed. He was a strong guy. He was homeless. He was ready to go. He got an opportunity, and he took over Chocolatito. He took his zero away from him. So yeah, it was a great fight. All right, now about the Triple G fight, the Daniel Jacob fight. I think Triple G won just by a small margin, but Daniel Jacob did some good things and some bad things. Let's talk about the bad things first that Daniel Jacob did to lose the fight. My thing is, he was starting out orthodox, and then he kept switching to left-handed, all right, to southpaw. And every time he switched to southpaw, it gave Triple G the opportunity to come down the pipe with that straight right, and that's how he got dropped, all right? And so I say, and the good thing about that is that when he kept switching from orthodox to southpaw, that it kept Triple G thinking, so he couldn't really rally out like he really wanted to. But at the same time, it gave Triple G the opportunity to hit him with that strong right hand. That's what dropped him. All right, and so Daniel Jacob did some great things. And so as he would switch to southpaw stance, getting your orthodox stance, Daniel Jacobs would go right into his right hand, moving to his right, and then Triple G would come right down with a straight right down the pipe. And I'm thinking he gave him an opportunity to hit him with those shots, all right? And so that's why I was like, why would you keep switching back and forth and giving him an opportunity to come down with a stronger right hand? But when he go back to his orthodox stance, Daniel Jacobs would be more of a quicker boxer, he'd be more of a fluid fighter, and he was more, you know, more fluid altogether. And so that's what I think he stayed into the fight. Tony Mack, here at T-Mack Elite Training, inside the den. I will see you next week on Knockout Unlimited.